Hi, Burn fam. Welcome. My name is Gail, and for today, I have a 30-minute beginner flow class. So this is a flow that's a little slower. It's more controlled. What I want you to do is have fun on your mat today. The world is already way too serious. Let's not be afraid to color outside of the lines, as long as we do so safely. So we're going to start off actually in one of my favorite starting poses. We're going to take our blocks and you're going to place it in a little T at the back of your mat. So you're going to take one block, place it on the higher edge. That's going to support your head. And then this other block is this is going to take this form of your spine. So maybe play around with it first. Either keep it this way. If it's too much on the spine, lie it face down. All right. So a lot of times I notice when folks come into the classroom and they're all just crazy from their busy day, they've got the weight of the world on their shoulders. I say, you know what? Let's just start off chill mode. So that's what we're going to do. So you're going to lie down, take your time here. Your head is going to rest on that top block. You might have to adjust the blocks as necessary. Let the legs go. If it feels okay, flip the palms so that they face up. Close your eyes. And as gravity starts to take over, feel the weight of the world leave your shoulders. We spend a lot of time hunched over a computer, a device. If you're a busy mom with small kids, you're always bending down, reaching forward. We're turning into hunchbacks. Let's get out of that darn position. So while you're here, your chest, your heart is literally open. Your palms are facing up. You are in a position of receiving. What can you receive? What can you let go of? Let the toes and the knees fall off to the side if they feel free to do so. Relax the hands, soften the jaw, get the tension, any tension out of the forehead, the neck. Just breathe here. See where your mind goes. If there's any mental chatter, maybe just take notice of it. And then push that off to the side and focus on just being present. Let's find our breath here. Inhale through the nose, really filling up the lungs, the front, the sides, the back. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale through the nose, really filling up the lungs. Good breath, good intentions. Exhale, sigh it out. One more time. Inhale through the nose, really filling up the lungs, front, sides, back. This time, seal up the lips. Exhale through the nose. Let everything go. From here, you're going to gently come out of this pose. So plant the palms down, press into your forearms, lift the forehead and chest, maybe bend the legs, cross at the ankles. Let's take those blocks. You're going to place one at the side of your mat. You're going to take the other block. You're going to sit on it. That way, when we sit here in this easy pose, Sukhasana, your knees or your hips are a little bit higher than your knees. And then just hold it here for a breath or two. Maybe palms are facing up, palms are facing down. And close your eyes and maybe set an intention for today's practice. It's 30 minutes of your day. If you have a super busy home life, work life, 30 minutes can be a lot. But you know what? If you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anything or anyone else. So use this time to take care of you. Set an intention. Maybe it's just one word. Maybe it's a feeling. Slowly flutter your eyes open. Good. From here, we're going to stretch the arms up. Breathe in, and then let's just rotate at the wrists. then reverse the other way. All right, breathe, a nice little stretch. And then from here, you're gonna take your right hand, place it on the outside of the left thigh, cartwheel that arm behind you. If your fingertips touch the back of the mat, press into your finger pads, lift the chest, grow a little bit taller. If not, take the heel of your hand, maybe place it on the top of the hip. Use that to sit up nice and tall. Inhale, find length. As you exhale, little gentle twist, maybe looking over the shoulder. Breathe, see what you notice here, what's tight, what's loose, what needs lengthening, what needs strengthening. And then you're gonna take that back arm, you're gonna reach it up to the ceiling. Maybe your gaze follows those fingertips. Inhale. As you exhale, let's take a little side bend. Breathe, maybe spiral the shoulder open, look up to the ceiling. And then from here, you sweep that arm around, you bring it in front of the chest, take the other hand, and then crawl your fingertips back and give yourself a little hug. Because we can all use some self-love. Yes? Yes. All right. And then find a little stillness, sweep the arms up. And find that rotation of the wrists. Maybe reverse it the other way. Good. And then bring the arms down. Take that left hand, place it on the outside of the right thigh. Cartwheel that right arm around. Finger pads on the mat, or placing the heel of your hand, sitting up taller, giving yourself a little assist here. Inhale, can you grow taller through the crown of the head? Let's get out of that hunched over position. Exhale, maybe you twist a little bit deeper. Try not to force anything. Maybe looking over that shoulder. Take notice of any tight spots. Breathe into those tight spots. Good. And then from here, take that back arm, reach it high up to the ceiling. Inhale. As you exhale, take a little side bend. Maybe spiral the shoulder open, looking up to the ceiling. Make that feel glorious and good. Wonderful. And then from here, swing that arm around. Let's give ourselves a nice little hug. I like to crawl my fingertips back. Good. And then maybe rock side to side. Get rid of any kind of tension in the body. So when do we ever kind of do this? When we're sitting down, when we're at the desk, taking care of the kids, doing the daily grind. So take this time to kind of play around. Play around with your shapes. Because that's all yoga is really, it's just shapes. Good, and breathing. Sweep the arms up, breathe in, so make sure you do that. Exhale it out. And then from here, you're gonna slowly take that block from underneath you, place it at the front of your mat, and we're gonna come onto all fours. Palms are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. We're gonna go into a little cat-cow just to kind of get into the spine here, to shake everything up. From here, you're gonna inhale, shift the gaze up, gently let the belly go without letting it hang, stick the booty up to the ceiling. As you exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, press your belly button into your spine, dome the upper back. Inhale, shift the gaze up, stick that booty straight up. Try not to sink into your shoulders. Exhale, tuck the belly button into your spine, chin to chest. Now, I invite you to play, so you can stay here in your cat-cow, maybe slow it down a little bit more, maybe quicken the pace a little bit more. If you like, maybe the wrists need a little bit of loving, so maybe you kind of play around warming up those wrists. This one is my personal favorite. Maybe you wag your hips back and forth. That always feels really good. Maybe you make it a little bit bigger, or widen the knees a little bit deeper, taking little half circles or figure eights. Listen to your body, maybe close your eyes, explore, play, right? Your head is down, no one can see you. So see where the body takes you, see where the movement takes you. What can you let go of? What can you take in. And then when you're ready, come back onto all fours. Find that breath. Pull your belly button into your spine. Engage those upper back muscles. Let's find some balance here. So from here, you're going to inhale. As you exhale, extend that left leg back. Reach the right arm in front of you. Really lengthen through that middle finger of that front hand. Press that heel to the back wall. Engage your upper back muscles so we're not sinking into the shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen, hold it there. Can you press the heel back? Can you lengthen that back leg even more? Can you reach that front hand forward a little bit more? Can you grow taller through the crown of the head? Hold it here, stay. And then palm down, knee down. Take a little child's pose. So if you need to, open up the knees a little bit wider because that always feels good. Slowly bring the forehead down to the mat. Fingertips reaching to the top of the mat. Shoulders out of the ears. Take in a few breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. From here, slowly roll up, articulating through the spine. Let's come back onto all fours. Okay, we want to make sure we even out. We can't leave you lopsided. So let's do the same thing on the other side. Pull your belly button into your spine so we're not just letting everything go. From here, slowly extend that right leg behind you. Flex that foot. Good. Think about how long you can make that leg. And then reach that left hand in front of you. Good. Really stretch a little bit longer. Really find that length here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. How are we doing, Burn Fam? Are we still here? Exhale, elbow to knee. What's our balance like on this side? Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Hold it here and pause. Find some stillness. Can you lengthen a little bit more? Can you grow taller through the crown of the head? Breathe. Beautiful. And then palm down, knee down. Take it into child's pose. Don't be afraid to widen that child's pose. Good. Hold it here and stay. Breathing into the back of the lungs, the hips, any of the tight spots. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, let everything go. And then from here, you're going to tuck the toes underneath you so you're on the balls of the feet. Push into the palms, lengthen the legs, downward facing dog. From here, maybe lift one heel up, press the opposite heel down. It does not have to touch the floor. And then switch to the other side. See what that feels like on the back of the thighs. And then bend both knees deeply, sticking your booty straight up to the ceiling. Now let's pay attention to what's going on with the upper half of the body. Turn those elbows in rather than letting them splay out. Open up your fingertips. And then you can keep the knees bent as much as you need to. If it feels okay, lengthen the legs. Let the head go. All right, from here, you're going to inhale. As you exhale, you're going to come into a plank, lifting that right knee high into the chest. Pike your hips up. You're going to pull into your abdominals to create some space, and you're going to hop that right foot forward. Now, if it gets stuck, right, the tight hips, use your hand, place it behind the ankle, and then just inch the foot forward. No worries, no pressure, just get it up there. From here, you're going to bring that back knee down, untuck the toes. You're going to sweep the arms up, really opening up the chest. Shoulders are out of the ears. If our shoulders are bothering us today, we can always come into like a football goalpost position here. If it feels okay to reach the arms up, do so. Now make sure we're not cranking into the low back, so tuck the pelvis in a little bit. And then maybe shift your gaze up. Create a little bit more space especially in the front of the hip. And then from here, you're gonna bring that left hand down. You're gonna take your right hand. Your hands are gonna be right at that ankle. And then from here, you're gonna slowly slide it up the outside of your thigh. This is the part I like here. Take this hand, open up the shoulder, and then reach that hand up to the ceiling. Create a nice little line from that middle finger to that right shoulder, to the left shoulder, to that bottom wrist. Breathe here. Good. You can always keep that bottom knee down. That feels good. If you want a little bit more sensation, you always have the option of tucking the toe, lengthening that back leg, so there's energy through that back leg. If you like, just keep it down. So anytime you revisit this practice, you always have an option. From here, you're taking this lengthened arm. You're gonna reach it forward to the top of the mat. You're gonna slide it back, reach the arm back up towards the ceiling. So you're creating little circles with the arm. We tend to get really tight in the shoulders from all our day-to-day activities. If we don't move it, we lose it. So make sure we are mobile here in the shoulder, making sure we're not dumping into that left wrist. Good. From here, let's reverse the circle the other way. Take your time. Make sure you're breathing. And if you need to create some space here, okay, you can always take the leg out a little bit wider if you need to. All right, you're gonna place that palm down, tuck the back toes underneath you, lift the thigh if it isn't already. You're gonna come back into your downward facing dog. Take notice of your breath, take notice of how your body feels. From here, you're gonna inhale. As you exhale, come into a plank, pike your hips up to create that space, and then hop that left foot forward. Slowly bring that back knee down, untuck the toes, sweep the arms up. Find your breath, find some length. Maybe tuck the pelvis in a little bit so we're not dumping into the low back. Remember, you can always go into a cactus arm position here if that feels better on the shoulders. We just don't want the shoulders to turn into earrings. Beautiful. Breathe. Get that stretch in the front side of the hip here. And then you're going to bring that right hand down. From here, bring that left hand so that it's on the outside of your ankle, and then slowly slide it up, really finding the opening, especially of the shoulder. And then you're going to reach that arm straight up. Energy through those fingertips. You can keep the back knee down. If it feels okay, tuck the toes, lengthen the leg. Whatever works for you today, and every day might be different. I'm gonna keep my bottom knee down for today. And then from here, you reach that arm towards the top of the mat, sweep it behind you, find that rotation of the arm in the shoulder socket. See how this side feels, and then reverse it the other way. Forward, maybe your gaze follows that hand. So that way you can't rush it. There's no rushing here. Have some play. Have some freedom of movement. And then bring that hand down. From here, you're gonna tuck the back toes. You're gonna sweep the leg back. Come into your downward facing dog. Hold it here, stay, organize yourself, bend the knees as much as you need to. Let the weight of the world go, let your head hang. From here, you're gonna slowly walk your feet to the top of the mat, bend the knees as much as you need to. And then from here, your legs are gonna be about hip width apart, 2 fist widths apart. You can measure that out with your fists. Hold on to the elbows. Let the head hang in a little ragdoll. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Let the weight of the world go. Maybe close your eyes, maybe shake the head no. Nod the chin to the chest, yes. And then from here, release the bind and reverse so the opposite forearm is on top. Again, shake the head no. Nod the chin to the chest, yes.
And then from here, you're gonna hold on to your hips. Take your time. You're gonna slowly articulate up, pressing into your feet. The head will be the last thing to lift. Roll the shoulders up and out of the ears. And then from here, bring your feet together. We're gonna find some grounding. So you're gonna sweep the arms up. And then one hand on top of the other, press all the stress, your troubles, press it away from you. Sweep the arms up. Maybe the opposite hand is on top this time. Really find some grounding. Let everything go. Good. Sweep the arms up. And exhale. Let's go one more time. Sweep the arms up. And exhale. Good. All right. From here, you're at the top of the mat. You're going to take your right leg back. Just step it back. And then you're going to turn this back heel in. From here, find your footing. So find a nice position where you feel balanced. You're gonna bend the front knee. You're gonna reach the arms up, warrior one, squaring the shoulders and the hips to face forward. Take your time to find this. Make sure everything, your shoulders, your hips, your knee, they're like headlights facing forward. From here, you're gonna open everything up, warrior two. At warrior two, you can kind of really spread open the mat a little bit more with your feet. All right, I'm gonna flip the script a little bit. From here, you're gonna inhale, lengthen that front leg, hands kiss at the top. And then as you exhale, you're bringing that front toe, turn it so that it faces the side of the mat. And you're gonna turn your back toes to face the back of the mat, back into your warrior two. All right, so how does this perspective change how you feel, right? We can encounter a lot of roadblocks in life. Life is not simple. So even something where you thought was the front of the mat is now the back of the mat, maybe that can change things. See how you react to it. From here, sweep the arms up, both toes facing the side of the mat, hands kiss at the top, and then come back to the front of the mat. All right, and let's find some organization here. So make sure this knee doesn't turn in, open it up. Pretend like you're between two plates of glass. Hold it here, stay. From here, you're gonna flip that front palm so that it faces up. Reach forward, hinge forward, inhale as you exhale. Reverse your warrior, keeping a deep bend in that front knee. From here, you're gonna bring that left forearm to your thigh, and then you're gonna reach that top arm up towards the top of the mat, creating a nice line between that middle finger and the outside of the foot. And I want to be playful here. So from here, keep a bend in that front knee, and let's dance between our reverse warrior and our side angle. Getting in that stretch of the side body, playing around with the breath and the shapes. Good. And then one more. Let's come back into your warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down, and then from here, turn that back heel up. Inhale. As you exhale, push off the back leg. Bring your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift of the spine, sliding the hands up the thighs. You can wind up on your shins here. Knees are soft if you like, but flat in the back. Exhale, fold. From here, sweep the arms up. One palm on top of the other. Exhale, grounding. Any kind of grounding your energy, feeling that energy from the bottom of your feet to the tall through the crown of the head. All right, from here, we do on one side, we always do on the other side. So you're gonna take that left leg, carefully step it behind you, find your footing, turn the heel in, bend the front knee, reach the arms up, warrior one. Open everything up, warrior two. Watch for that knee. Good. Inhale, sweep the hands up. They kiss at the top. Turn that front heel so that it's facing the side of the mat. And then as you exhale, find your warrior two to the back of the mat. Watching that knee again, make sure it doesn't turn in. Hold it here, stay, see what you can take in, see what you can let go of. From here, facing the side of the mat again, and then turn to face the front of the mat. Flip the palm so that it faces up, reach forward, hinge forward, and find your reverse warrior. From here, bring that forearm to the top of the thigh. Reach that back arm up towards the top of the mat, maybe bicep right next to the ear. And then let's dance between the two. Good. Reverse warrior. And then side angle. Play around with it, make it feel good. Find a little flow. Make sure you're breathing. Good. Let's go maybe one more time. Getting that stretch in that neglected side body. And then cartwheel the hands down. Take that front leg, sweep it back. You're in a plank pose. And then from here, drop the knees down. Take child's pose. Check in on your breath. Check in on your body. Slowly roll up, articulating through the spine. And then from here, you're gonna cross at the ankles. Okay, I would shift forward a little bit, cross at the ankles, and you're just going to bloop down on your booty. All right, scoot yourself up a little bit forward to the mat. And then from here, take your block, keep that handy. You're gonna slowly lower yourself down. That was a little fast. Get the mic out of the way. You're gonna grab onto your block. And then from here, legs are hip width apart. Press your feet into the mat and then slowly roll the hips up. Take your time here, and then you're gonna take that block, and you have options. You could place it on the wide end. Okay, I'm gonna take that option today. Again, finding that spot, that sacrum, so right between the that little spot between your tailbone and your low back, so it's not in the low back. If you need a little bit more lift of the hips, you could take it on the higher end. Whatever feels good for you today. This is a supported bridge. You're letting the weight of the world go here, just like we did in the beginning of our practice. So let the shoulders slide down to the floor. You're still active, so pressing into all 10 toes, the knees don't splay out. We're getting out of that hunched over the computer position. Let the weight of the world on those shoulders slowly melt away. Take a couple of really good breaths here. And then whenever you are ready, press into your feet. Slowly lift your hips up. Gently remove the block away from you. Slowly place that block down. And then you're gonna lengthen the legs, lengthen the arms. Maybe flip the palms so that they face up. Take as much space as you have. Take as much space as you need. Close your eyes. For a lot of people, this final resting pose, Shavasana, is the hardest asana in our practice, the hardest pose in our practice, because our mind is always going. Our body's always going. We are not a machine. We need rest. We need recovery. We need space. And we need time for ourselves to do all that. So while you're here, let everything go. Find a little bit more grounding. Resist the urge to fidget. Maybe go back to your intention. Maybe find what you have not let go of yet and let it go. I know that could be hard for a lot of us to do. But while your palms are open, your heart is open, let it go. I invite you to stay here if this feels good. Take the time to really find your center, find your breath, find some peace. Whenever you're ready, just stretch out the arms, stretch out the legs. Maybe rotating at the wrists, rotating at the ankles. Don't forget to reverse the other way. And then bend the knees, feet flat on the floor, and roll over onto your right. Maybe stay here. Maybe this feels good. And then whenever you're ready, keep the eyes half shut. Use that left hand to lift yourself up into a nice, tall, seated position. Crossing at the ankles. You can sit up on your block if you like. Close your eyes. Palms are facing up or palms are facing down. Come back to your breath. Think about the time that you spent on your mat. Were you truly able to let go of whatever you were holding on to? If the answer is no, that's okay. It's hard. It's hard to kind of get rid of all the stress and the tension. Maybe come back to the mat again. Maybe find your way to one of our other restorative classes, finding some meditation, some breath. Maybe you just stay here. Whatever it is that you need, make sure you do your best to find it, because there's only one you, and you have to take care of you. Slowly open up your eyes, sweep the arms up, breathe in. Palms meeting at the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. Gently bow your head. Give thanks to yourself for taking care of you today. Every day is different. Honor your body. Honor your breath. Take the time to explore and play. I thank you for joining me. My name is Gail. Come visit us back at the Burn at Home, either with our yoga classes or our cardio classes, or maybe you just take a little chill. Check out one of Avi's classes and come back to your breathing. Do what's best for you. Feel good. I will see you soon. Thank you.